Hello and welcome to Simple IELTS Solutions. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm glad you could. This channel is all about helping you with your IELTS test. And this video, I want to talk to you about some of the most recent questions and topics for IELTS Speaking Part 1. Many new topics are coming out now. So I want to go through some part 1 topics, maybe give you some ideas for some answers. So I'm going to jump onto my website, which is Simple IELTS Solutions, and we can have a look at some of these new topics together. Here we go. So some part 1 subjects. So the first subject is study. That's a subject that comes up very, very regularly. They ask you about your work, they ask you about maybe your study, maybe ask you about your home or your hometown. These are very popular, very common IELTS Speaking Part 1 topics. So they're ones that you should prepare no matter what happens. So I'm looking for topics that maybe haven't come up before or topics that are strange. So the first topic we got here, part 1, is technology. What technology do you often use? So it's asking about computers or cell phones. So if I was answering this question, I'd be thinking about maybe a different way to say often, like seldom, or once in a while, or always, something like this, and maybe different ways to say computers. Bit difficult to say computer. You could say PC, you could say laptop, and a different way to say cell phone would be like a mobile phone or a smartphone, something like that. Notice the second question: what electronic devices have you bought lately? So they're asking you about what's the last thing you bought, possibly. So electronic device, we could paraphrase device, we could say gadget, something like that. Is there any technology you want to buy? This should be fairly easy to answer because there's always something that we want, whether it's a new phone or a new laptop or a new TV or stereo or car stereo, something like that. A bit more of a difficult question. What benefits does technology bring to us? So this is just asking for your opinion. Remember, it's part 1, so these answers aren't going to be very long. They're only going to be 2 or 3 sentences. So what benefits? So why technology is good? That sort of thing. Okay. Part 1, talking about school. This is a new topic that's come up recently. Where do you go to school? Do you go to school? That's a bit of a weird question. Do you like your teacher? So they often ask you about likes. This is a good time to use your phrasal verbs. Keen on, big fan of, fond of. I'm fairly keen on my teacher, but she is a little bit strict. Say something like that. New topic here, library. Do you often go to the library? Probably you do fairly often if you're a student, but if you work or you have a career, probably you're very seldom going to go to the library. Quite a difficult word to paraphrase, library. So if it was me, I wouldn't bother paraphrasing it. I would just use a little bit of higher level vocabulary if I could. Maybe you say something idiomatic. So maybe I go to the library once in a blue moon. What's the next topic? The next topic we have here is small businesses. This is one I've asked my students recently, and some of them have got a little bit stuck on this topic. Just think of a business, maybe a family-run business, or a business that's just in your town or city. We have an opinion question next. Do you prefer buying things from big companies or small businesses? So if I was answering this, I'd give my answer, I'd give a reason, then possibly I'd give an example. Have you ever worked for a small business? Have you ever thought about starting your own business? And then the last topic we got here is puzzles. This is a topic that they have asked about before. Puzzles are problems. It could be a picture. It could be like a jigsaw puzzle where you put the pieces in, or it could be like a crossword puzzle. And that's where you have to put the words in to complete the crossword. It could be a word search where the words are already on the page, but it's basically letters. You've got to find the words. Could be something like Sudoku. Sudoku is a puzzle which is basically using numbers. I don't quite know how it works, to be honest with you, but many people do these. So there we have it. That's the most recent IELTS Speaking Part 1 questions. You can find them on Simple IELTS Solutions website. If you want more help with your Part 1, then make sure you check out the video here, and also make sure you hit that like button if this video is helping you.